Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing well. In this video we will discuss about recovery of possession. Recovery of possession is discussed from section 8 to section 11. So first we will see section 8. What is written in section 8? In section 8 it is written that a person entitled to possession of specific immovable property may recover it in the manner prescribed by the Code of Civil Procedure. So here the person who has title in the property will entitle to the possession of the property. So in order to recover possession of specific immovable property under section 8, aggrieved person needs to prove his title. Here if we see the language of section 8, here it is said that a person entitled. So who will sue under section 8? The person who has title in that particular specific immovable property. Here he needs to also comply with the provision or the manner which is prescribed by Code of Civil Procedure. It is written in section 8. So how a person can entitle to a property or can gain a title in the property? Here a person can entitle to a property in many ways, like inheritance, gift, purchase, will. Even by adverse possession a person can entitled to a property. He needs to remain there for more than 12 years. Here in order to know about adverse possession we need to go article 144 section 28 of Limitation Act. There we will find when adverse possession can create a entitlement to a property. There we will also find a person who is in adverse possession cannot file a declaratory suit and ask for court to give him the title of that particular land or property. So adverse possession cannot be used like that. Adverse possession can only be used as defense. When a person file a suit against the person who is in adverse possession for more than 12 years, then that person can use of adverse possession as a defense in the court. So time for filing a suit under section 8 is 12 years from the date of the dispossession. So within 12 years the person who has the title in the property needs to file a suit in the court. Otherwise adverse possession can be claimed by the other party. So we will take an example here. A person X gets his title in the land by inheritance, but B is in possession, refuse to give him possession. X can file a suit for recovery of possession under section 8 as he has title in the land. Here X gets the land by inheritance, so he has the title, X has the title, and B was in the possession and refused it to give him back the possession. So here X can file a suit for recovery of possession under section 8 because X has the title. But if X remains for 12 years and B has gotten a defense of adverse possession as he remains in the land for 12 years, then X cannot get recovery of possession under section 8. So in order to recover the possession under section 8, X needs to file the suit within 12 years. If he can file that suit within 12 years, then he can recover the possession of property from B. Now we will discuss about section 9. Here it is written about suit by person dispossessed of immovable property. In order to recover possession under section 9, the following elements must be fulfilled. First, he or she had possession of the property. So first, a person who wants to recover possession under section 9 needs to show that he or she had the possession in the property. Then he will show that he or she was dispossessed. Then he will also show that such dispossession was without consent. So he was dispossessed without consent. It needs to be also shown under section 9. He was dispossessed without due process of law. So here a person needs not to show a title under section 9. If we take the example or if we see the screen here, A was in possession but B dispossessed him without due process of law or without A's consent. Now A can file a suit for recovery of possession under section 9. Here in section 9 we will also see that this section shall not bar any person from suing to establish his title to such property and to recover possession. So this section basically will not bar a person to establish his title and recover the possession. So under this section will not also bar section 8, because under section 8 a person can establish his title, and under that title he can recover his possession. So section 9 will not bar section 8 to get recovery of possession under section 8. No suit under this section shall be brought against government. So government cannot be made party, or against the government a person cannot file a suit for recovery of possession under section 9. No appeal and review shall be allowed from any order and decree passed in any suit instituted under this section. So if a court or if a person file a suit for recovery of possession under section 9, then if a court gives a decree for such recovery of possession, then against that decree no appeal and review will be filed. It is also said in section 9. Now we will see the differences between section 8 and section 9. Here the first difference is, here first under section 9 plaintiff does not need to prove his title, but under section 8 plaintiff will prove his title. And under section 8 also plaintiff does not need to prove he was in possession, but under section 9 plaintiff needs to prove he was in possession and he was dispossessed wrongfully. So possession needs to be proved in section 9, and he was dispossessed, it also needs to be proved under section 9. But under section 8 possession does not need to be proved in order to get the recovery of possession. Under section 8 suit must be filed within 12 years. On the other hand, under section 9 suit must be filed within 6 months. Under section 8 ad valorem court fees will be paid. Under section 9 half of an ad valorem court fees will be paid. So this is basically what are the differences of section 8 and section 9. Now we will see section 10. Here it is basically talking about recovery of specific movable property. Here it is said that a person entitled to possession of specific movable property may recover the same in the manner prescribed by the Code of Civil Procedure. So the person who has possession in specific movable property and he was dispossessed, or it was taken without consent from him, then he can recover of possession under section 10. Here the illustration, we can see the illustration. A warehouse keeper is charged with delivery of certain goods to Z. So certain good was in possession of a warehouse keeper A, which B takes out of A's possession. So B takes the property out of A's possession. A may sue B for the goods. Here A is the warehouse keeper, he has some good, but B has taken some movable property without A's consent, then A can file a suit for recovery of possession. Then section 11. In section 11 it is said that liability of person in possession not as owner to deliver to person entitled to immediate possession. Any person having the possession or control of a particular article of movable property of which he is not the owner may be compelled specifically to deliver it to the person entitled to its immediate possession in any of the following cases: when the thing claimed is held by the defendant as the agent or trustee of the claimant, and when the compensation in money would not afford the claimant adequate relief for loss of the thing claimed, when it would be extremely difficult to ascertain the actual damage caused by its loss, when the possession of the thing claimed has been wrongfully transferred from the claimant. So under these following cases, a person can file a suit for recovery of possession under section 11. If we take an example, then it will be clear. Here in clause C, A is entitled to picture by a dead painter and a pair of a rare Chinese vases. B has possession of them. The article are too special a character to bear an ascertainable market value. B may be compelled to deliver them. So here the situation is it is extremely difficult to ascertain the actual loss caused by the party, and it cannot be afforded by adequate relief. If we see, it is a rare art or rare Chinese vases. It is a picture of a dead painter. It cannot be created again because he is already dead. So we cannot ascertain the value of the loss which A will suffer, A in the picture, who is the owner of that article or owner of that painting, but B has taken it from A wrongfully. Then A can file a suit for recovery of possession under section 11 because it will be extremely difficult to ascertain the loss or damage caused by loss of that painting, or it cannot be compensated by adequate relief. So here A can file a suit for recovery of such painting of that dead painter. So this is all about recovery of possession, which is discussed in section 8 to section 11. So thanks for watching this video.